MuleSoft-TechZone. This is Lingam, and we are in the third part, third module. I can say like how to create an MCP bridge. So before even like going into like how to create MCP bridge, we need to understand like what is MCP bridge. Again, we don't look for the term MCP bridge on these tabs. MCP bridge is kind of a concept. Okay, so basically the MCP, which is like Model Context Protocol, is a open standard, right? And which lets the AI agents to discover and call the external tools. Again, I wanted to try to make you understand who are new to MCP servers install. AI agents, you can consider them like APIs, and external tools. Tools are nothing but the operations or services, like the resources, for example, get, post, put, those kind of operations. So try to relate to that one, but don't take that as like exact meaning. So what is happening here is like the MuleSoft's MCP bridge that we are talking about is nothing but our Omni gateway capability. What it will do is it will convert our existing REST APIs into MCP compatible tools without modifying the APIs themselves, right? For example, we have an API, for example, get records from some database. What it will do, the MCP bridge, what it will do is like it will convert our REST API into a MCP tool. For example, there is an AI agent, for example, right? Cloud or GPT or etc. Whatever it is, that AI agent will call our existing API through MCP bridge. Okay, instead of building a custom MCP server from scratch, what we are doing is MCP bridge reads our APIs which are already published in our Anypoint Exchange and expose them as the discoverable tools that any MCP compatible agent can invoke. And why it is matter? Okay, why does it matter? So traditional APIs, let me go to the exchange first. Yeah, so traditional API integration requires like developers to write our client code for every API call. Okay, right? With MCP bridge, what AI agent can discover is like what tools are available at the runtime, and each tool has a name and the description, right, that the agent uses to decide like when it should be called. And the agent passes the natural language. You just need to pass, like, for example, hey, get me the policy number, get me the details with this policy number. So what it will do is like the AI agent, it will go to that particular tool and it will see like which method it need to call. So it will automatically identify. You don't have to code anything new. Okay, so we will see so how to achieve that. So prerequisites for this particular hands-on is like make sure that your Omni gateway is active and it is working. Yep, and we are going to use Postman to test our stuff. Okay, so now, as I told you, right, for example, you need to what do you say, you need to create a new API. For example, let's create a new API. Okay, so we are going to create a photo catalog API. Again, what we are doing is like we will go to, give me a second. Yeah, all that you need to do is we have to go to APIs in our normal MuleSoft Anypoint platform. Go to APIs. Okay, and then click on, sorry, Omni gateway. We can go to Omni gateway here on the APIs tab here. Okay, I have this already, but let me delete this and I will show you like how to create it from scratch. So to delete this particular thing, what I can do is I can go to my exchange. We can go to photo catalog API and let me, am I not able to delete this? That's interesting. That's fine, I think, because that's fine. So what I can do is I can add an API. Okay, so all that you need to do is add API and use register manually. Okay, I am using like photo catalog. Instead of that, API v2. Okay, and the type is REST. All that you need to do is like, so I have a raml file. Okay, OS file. It doesn't support RAML, so you have to make sure that you are putting it in a kind of OS format. All right, you need to get used to OS format again, because most of the MCP server supports OS specification. All right, so I think I have, let me go and check the photo catalog. So photo API dot, I have this YAML file to show you the API spec. Let me go and show you guys. Alright, so this is the photo catalog API. So you can see like photos is one of the paths, and it will retrieve all the photos, and photo by ID it will retrieve a specific photo. It's just like a RAML how we have it, but it's an open API specification. So that's it. Joe, click on create. So it is creating the API specification. So what we are going to do is, like, once this is created, we are going to create an API instance for this particular API. So again, creating an API instance is nothing but creating, like, you know, how we do like for API manager, how to apply policy and all those stuff. All right, so let's wait while it is getting created. Again, the concept is like we are going to create an MCP bridge, so that now this API whatever we have, we are not going to write any extra code, right? It will just create an MCP like MCP server for your API, and it will be exposed, and we'll see how to use that. So now my photo catalog API v2 version is created. You can see like this is just like Exchange, how we see like endpoints and other stuff. So we have like two endpoints. One is like list all the photos. You can see the types, required, optional, all this stuff, just like how we have in Exchange. This is get ID by photo. So this is photo, this sample examples. What we are going to do now is like we are going to create a instance of this. Again, we saw that it is created, but you can also double verify that that might be published in the Exchange too. Okay, that is there. I think somewhere it's like v2 version. That's fine. So here again, it is the same thing that we have done in our previous video. What we have done in the previous video, we have created API instance for Omni instance for Salesforce MCP server. So here also we are doing similar kind of thing. Now again, choose the gateway. We are using the same gateway, and here you can use the instance URL. We have used headless 360 earlier, so you can put like photo catalog here, and then you can label it like photo catalog v2 API, and then the target URL. Okay, so the target URL that we are going to use for this particular, again I told you right, for Salesforce we have used a target URL. We are going to use some sample. We have a sample, this one. So target URL, I am using this JSON placeholder ones. Okay, so just click on create instance. Not sure if you are able to, yeah, create instance. It is creating. Again, I told it should be in a active state. You can see it is unregistered. Let's wait for some time, then click on create instance. Again, when you are trying out this creation of instances here, you might see sometimes that while you are playing around with, like, the status can be like unregistered. So this has to be in the active status, you know, when you are creating a MCP bridge. All right, so let's see from the existing API. Let me see and refresh. It's still unregistered. Let's see if I can go and try to do something else. What I have done earlier is like go to runtime manager, sorry, API manager. Where is API manager? Yeah, and then go to agent and instances. So where you can find those instances that you have created in Omni gateway is not in the API instances. It won't be available in API. Oh, it is in API because it's an API, but the other one which we have created for Salesforce object, because it's an MCP server instances, it will be under agents and tool instance. So go to API instances, select this one, sometimes edit and see, and click on like when you edit this and click on like save and deploy. Let's see if that works, because it worked for me the in the previous module 2. So then it says like your API is being deployed to Omni Gateway. So if at all you feel if you see this issue with like showing the status as unregistered, it says like error applying configuration, but still sometimes it works. So I will give it some I will repeat the step again and try to do that. Still working. Let's see what we can do. All right, so your API is being deployed. So let's go to, now you can see like your API was successfully deployed to Omni Gateway. So now you can see the status is active. This is the small hiccup that I have seen. So make sure that you are using this process to make the status as active. If you go back here and you can see this is inactive, but if you refresh, it should show as active. All right, the status is showing active. So the next step that we are going to do is we are going to expose this particular API, the photo catalog API, as an MCP server without writing any line of codes. So how to do that? So once the API is published, then we are going to create a MCP bridge instance. So very simple. What we are going to do is we are converting our photo catalog API. If you go to the APIs here, the one which we have published, right? So we have this API. Okay, we are going to convert this into a MCP servers without writing a single line of code. There are two options that you can do. Is the first option, go to MCP servers, click on add, and you can say, choose the option like add MCP server or create MCP server from the menu. Okay, and you can choose your photo, whatever it is, right? So photo catalog API, you can select this and click on next. But this is again like we have like 1-2 steps that we are going. Okay, the other way is like go to your APIs. Okay, go to photo catalog API from here. Oops, sorry. Photo, click on the API name. You will see an option to expose this as an MCP server, which will directly take you to this particular step. So both steps are same, except that like through MCP servers, you're doing some additional 2 steps which are manual. All right, so that's it. We are here. Then click on next. So I tried to create one earlier. I think that is the reason it is showing this error here. It's already in use because I tried to create something which was not this thing. But what is that is very important is like the description. So when you are dealing with the description, please give the right description so that it will be helpful for the agents to locate the right MCP server. So I'm saying like my description is like this: MCP provides server provides tools to retrieve all the photos as well as the price, description, etc, etc, etc. All right, let me see if I can edit. I'll say like photo server 1. Okay, just for understanding, because I have deployed another one which was not working. So you can use this as a description, then click on create and deploy. Okay, this is what you need to do. Please make sure that you are giving a right description which helps the agents to find out the correct MCP server accordingly. All right, so you need to understand when you are writing good description, please make sure like what is the state of the purpose, what is the purpose, and when you need to use, and what are the dependencies, like what are the filters, options, everything. All right, so you are going to do this. So once this MCP bridge is deployed, again I wanted to iterate. So you can see here it's saying like deploying to gateway. This is MCP bridge. MCP bridge is not a term within the platform here. The process is called MCP bridge. Whatever we are creating, you can see like applying security policies. So we are going to create an MCP bridge here. So what we have done, we have created an API, a simple API. Then we are converting that API into an MCP server, and we are deploying this. This is like MCP bridge. So once this is done, we can go ahead and test our API. Okay, it says it is done. Okay, here you can see. So we are in the MCP servers now. Again, if you want to get back to this MCP purpose, you can go back to MCP servers and search for photo MCP server, you can see it is deployed here. Okay, it is present here. Now we need to find our bridge URL. So how to do that? As I said, like we need to select our server, then go to instances. The instance is already created and which is in active state. Click on this URL and copy the consumer endpoint here. Okay, we need to copy this. Okay, this is how you get the bridge URL. This is the bridge URL, the consumer end URL. What we have is like the gateway slash our base path slash MCP. Okay, now so I was trying to test this consumer endpoint. Somehow it was not working. The first step that I have done is like copy this consumer endpoint. Okay, go to your agents. So I wanted to show you two different things in the API manager. You can see API instances, the photo catalog API. This is the API instance, not the agent instance. The one which we have created will be under agents and tools because it is a MCP server, not an API. So you can see like MCP server is created here, and you can go to edit here and copy the consumer endpoint that you have and paste it over here just for your reference. It's an optional, but just wanted to show you. Somehow my desktop app is not working as expected, but when I try to go ahead and create MCP and then just paste the uh, my MCP server consumer endpoint, it is loading the messages here. Uh, you can see these two tools listing all the photos here and listing this get one single photo. So this is how you can do it. So what I'm going to test now is let me just choose like list all photos over here and put like album as one and this one as one. You can see how the request is being framed. Okay, the method is not put post get because it's an MCP server. It will be like tools and call, and the name of that tool we are passing it here, and the album and value has the arguments. So click on run. You can see that it is returning some content over here. Okay, we have just used a dummy fake JSON placeholder type code, this one. So this is a fake mock endpoint which returns the error. So this is how you can choose, and now you can choose like get by ID. You can see it changes the name and arguments, and then run it, you will get the error. So this is how you can test it by sending the one. So what it is doing is the bridge maps the ID to ID equal to as a query parameter internally, and it is doing a get call to that one internally. All right, so this is how you have to do it. So far we have verified like how we have connected to the MCP bridge. So this is the MCP bridge now, the one which I am using. This is called MCP bridge. Okay, I think it's very simple and easy. If you have any hiccups, just try to comment it out. We'll try to answer. Hope you like this video. See you in the next one.